Hi and welcome to Laerad's Second Coming server. It's pretty new, only been up for a few days. I think it's safe to say that this is the result of a lot of testing and a lot of work by more than one person. It's been quite the journey, but this server is fantastic to play on. It's very stable. Over time and testing various world resets, we've managed to come to some sort of, I don't know, sense of stability, figured out some of the conflicting mods and so on, and it's really nice. I've been playing quite intensively for the last few days. I've actually pulled 2 all-nighters for various reasons, not just to play Minecraft, but Minecraft was certainly a feature. So, I'm just going to do a quick tour. Try not to drag on too long, try and show you as much as possible. And I'll be doing a highlight video soon, because, well, that's an interesting graphical glitch there. Deloading chunks or something. I've lost my train of thought, terrible. Yeah, I'm going to do a highlight video soon, because there are 270 odd mods loaded on this server. It's really kind of impossible to do. Like, I find it easiest just to ramble, basically. But I'm gonna try and cut a video together and show you the highlights. So this is my base. Around about here was where I first built my base. I had my tinker's table and the tool forge there were actually here and here, so I could stand in the middle in like a little sort of U shape of tables, and there was just this tiny little room, and then I ended up hollowing it out a bit more. That's still got my old chest full of organic matter and flowers. Old furnaces is there. Got 2 chests there for certain mods. Well, I've got magic mods, Ars Magica and Thorncraft stuff in here. And reactor craft crystals in here. No idea what they do, but I'll tell you what, that belongs in there. I've got a crook as well. This thing from a mod called X Nihilo, which we've been enjoying to great effect. It lets you do all sorts of cool stuff, but more on that later. For now, let's just check out the view. We've got some farmland here where I've been growing pumpkins, flowers, and cotton for the most part. Obviously I started growing food. This was the first bit I built. I basically used that to plant anything and everything I found, and gathered up seeds and so on. And then another patch here for cotton and grapes from magical crops. You can make wine and stuff. And then when I found pumpkins, I think I did this bit. All pumpkins, because I use pumpkins for jack-o'-lanterns, and I use jack-o'-lanterns for putting map frames on, so that the maps that I put on them are like evenly illuminated, otherwise you get a weird, or like, you know, not aesthetically pleasing effect. Unlike where like maps that are next to each other appear different levels of brightness. Check out my cool ladder, more on that later. Some of you will hopefully recognise what that is, and you'll be like, ooh, I see what he's going to do there. That's my spider trophy, from Open Blocks. I thought it was going to drop string, so jorph suggested, but it doesn't, it just makes a noise. Oh, it's not even doing that anymore. Ah, if you right click it, you get the spider noise, should you wish to enjoy the sound of Minecraft spiders. I really need to fix what's going on there. I've only just put Optifine in to try and get a smoother and prettier effect. Anyway, I've only made 4 maps so far, which are here, the corresponding zoom levels. So I've got the 5th one, I think it's in this chest here, with my screw going on a tool rack. And this one, let's bring up my GUI. You can see I've got a lot of work to do there, and frankly I don't think I'm going to bother doing it. until that looks funny. I don't think I'm going to bother doing it until I've crafted a jetpack, because that'll make travelling so much easier. There's a fantastic mod we've got on this server called ATG, Alternate Terrain Generation. You can't really see it right now, but when I go exploring, you will. It drastically modifies the world generation code, which I think I've grumbled about in some of my earlier videos. It changes it very well, and for the better. You get a much more realistic mountains, hills, lakes, rivers and so on. It's really lovely. You get really high mountains, which I think is sorely lacking in vanilla Minecraft. There's no real, like, especially since they have, they moved the height limit from 128 blocks to 256, which was great, but it doesn't really do much with it. With the extra height, I don't feel it really utilises it. I've been experimenting with a new base layout. Instead of just a single mineshaft and building rooms off it, I thought I'll go for 4 mineshafts off a central pillar. You can't really see it there because I've sort of filled in that room. But anyway, I dug down there, that direction first, then I think in that direction, then in that direction. And when I move my smeltery down into my lab, which is down below, you can just about make it through there. When I move my smeltery down into the lab, which I've been meaning to do for a while, but it's going to be a big task, and I haven't figured out where to put it yet, then I will probably dig the 4th stairway, or stair shaft, whatever you want to call it, and it'll go under the wreck towards the island, which is where Cato's base is. Now then. Oh, well, that's my head from when I died. I can't remember what happened there. Why did I die? Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, I got attacked by some horrible creature. Well, I only died twice. Once was like when I was first joined the server. I died because I forgot to seek shelter. Now, this is my lab. I have to say I'm extremely pleased with my crazy lab. I've been having a lot of fun down here, figuring out new and interesting things to do. Where to start? So, we've got Industrial Craft 2 and the Greg Tech add-on for it. So here's my bronze blast furnace, bronze coal boiler, steam smelter, and I've got all my electric machines over here. Got a bat box for buffering energy, with insulated tin cable, geothermal generator, and I've got a big tank of lava, which is probably going to be expanded and possibly moved into a separate room downstairs. So I've got a nice amount of lava there, not quite full. Top tank has got a bit to go. I've got fluid ducts to move the lava and other liquids around, rather like these wooden crates from the Resonant Induction Archaic mod, because it acts as a very early and cheap filtering system. I've mentioned it in previous videos, but if I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory, I triple click on one of them, it will empty all of the stuff that I have in inventory if there's a crate with it already in. I think if there's an empty crate, it'll put stuff in that as well. So very handy for coming back from an exploration and just dumping everything. Railcraft coke oven to get coal, coke and creosote oil. Oh, I'm out of coal. I'll have to macerate them. Or pulverize. I haven't technically got a macerator yet. I got a nice big tank of creosote oil. Not sure what I'm going to do with that, because I don't think I'm going to need wooden tyres for it. But I don't know railcraft very well. If nothing else, I can use it for energy, using the semi-fluid generator. The piece de resistance, and the whole idea, got this from Cato. Oh, I hear a slime. That's strange. Wonder where he is. I'm going to ignore that for now. Yeah, these things, crucibles from the Ex Nihilo mod. Basically, free lava. I've automated the process here. Started off with just one, obviously, which I used to get lava for the smeltery, the Tinker's Construct smeltery, because you need lava to get your metals and double your ore output. Anyway, after a while, got some more of them, with the intention being you can use a thermal expansion igneous extruder here, feed it water and lava, and you can set it to generate either obsidian, smoothstone, or cobble. Now this machine isn't actually on right now. You can see I've got over 12 stacks of obsidian. If I flick a switch, not sure which one, this one I think, although that's going to turn on both. Let's see. Quick bit of tinkering. I don't really want to feed anything else. Not that it really matters. That's odd. Unfortunately, some of this is left over from I haven't sort of tidied up after myself, and it's getting a bit ugly now, to be honest. It needs to be neatened up. My sense of aesthetics demands it. Now then, there we go. So that is now pumping lava from the tank into the igneous extruder. Got an aqueous accumulator down there somewhere, I think. Yeah, it's that block there under the tank. That's filling up the tank with water. Got another fluid duct there, and you can see, you should be able to watch it go up. It'll go to 22 soon. Yep. So 12 stacks plus 22 blocks of obsidian, soon to be 23. There you go. Lovely. Free obsidian, essentially. Started off with just one crucible, and it's not so quick. I think it's cheap, but it's very slow. But I now have, what, 9 of them, I think. More like 13. So they're all being fed, well no, they're all being fed cobble. Underneath them is lava. You start off with just a torch, put cobble in it, melts down to lava. Then I think if you put the lava underneath the crucible, it will smelt the rest of the cobble quicker. All the switches to pump. Yeah, it's really cool. I don't know, I must have reorganized this setup like 3 times until I came up with this design. I think in the old server, I think I only made one video of Kato's second coming, sort of first iteration, possibly second iteration, I can't remember what it was, second world reset anyway. He just had like an enormous, like the floor was basically a tank of lava. I think he had even more crucibles than I did. But I'll probably do something similar. I'm not sure. I have some ideas. Now then, what else can I show you? Oh yeah, I got a Buildcraft mining well here. I used it here. If I you can see down there is well, a bit of a fall. Although saying that, I now have long fall boots, but without a jetpack or something I need to climb up. I don't really want to do that. Now then, got my let's see, I've already smoothed these stairs off yet. Might be time for a little bit of travelling. Oh, let's have a look at the trees. So there's Project Red trees are rather nice for getting dye, but the flowers that I got planted here from a Pam's Wee Flowers mod. There's other like mods made by Pam, presumably. But the flowers are essentially the same as the trees, I believe, in that you can use the flowers. I get this red one here. When I destroy it, I get 2 roses, but I also get 2 red flower seeds. Use that seed to replant, and I got 1 left over. so you can expand if necessary. And then obviously, you know, the rose gets me dye. So I've got like black cyan, and I've been using the crucible recipe requires clay and bone meal, which gets you porcelain clay, and then with the porcelain clay you can shape it into a crucible, bake it in a furnace, and there you go, start getting free lava. So for a long while I struggled with just like one, then two crucibles from bones that I got as mob drops and stuff, and then figured out the flowers thing, and boom, planted loads of them, kept on planting all of the ones that I reaped until basically I had a small field of them, and then I made loads of crucibles, enough that I actually had positive lava generation even when I'm powering all my machines, and obsidian generation. Got a nice birch forest on this hill. You can see also there's an oil geyser, a buildcraft oil geyser over there. At first I didn't want to build here because I thought it was kind of ugly, but then I figured, hey, you know, oil, it's going to be useful. The world kind of runs on stuff, to some extent anyway. You can also see it, my mine shaft goes down around here or so, I think, and there's a room, or like a cave off it, with oil flowing through it, so it must be seeping down somewhere. I've never really experimented with oil before in Buildcraft. Yeah, that's slime. Oh, it's in the lake. Time to kill some slime. I've never seen a slime in a lake before. It's clay down here. Another thing the Excellent Helo mod does rather well is generating, basically, once you acquire cobble, you can craft like a wooden hammer. Well, you can craft a wooden hammer to get your, you got wooden pick, get your cobble. With the cobble you can craft a wooden, sorry. I'll start again. You get your wooden pick, get your cobble. You can make a cobble hammer, an Excellent Helo one. If I look up hammer in NEI, you'll see you got the GregTech ones, and then here you got the Excellent Helo ones. So you get wooden, stone, iron, gold, diamond, just like in vanilla. It's a simple recipe, 2 sticks and 2 bits of cobble, just in a slightly more of a diagonal shape. And using that, you can hammer cobble to get gravel, then you can hammer gravel to get sand, and then you can hammer sand to get dust. Dust you can put in these barrels. Fill the barrel with water, or you can just put it outside and it'll fill with rainwater. Put the dust in that, and you get clay, which is very, very handy. That's how I made most of my crucibles, because clay is a little bit of a hindrance to find sometimes. And another lovely thing that Excellent Helo does, cobble. Sorry, mossy cobble. You just make a 5x5 square of cobble, put a birch, just any kind of barrel in the middle of it, fill it with water, and slowly you'll get cobbles, mossy stone even. And of course in Tinker's Construct you use the mossy stone to make a ball of moss, 9 cobble, 9 moss stone, to make a ball of moss, which is a modifier for Tinker's Construct tools. And it puts auto repair. You can see how you get in green there, auto repair on my pickaxe. I've also got it on my hammer and on my shovel. So they just very slowly repair themselves over time. How fantastic is that? Now, there's not really much else to show you apart from exploring, which I'll probably do next video. Gotta make that jetpack though. But yeah, This is a server running on Laerad.net. Nice little small community of clever people. Clever, friendly, fun people. It's a lovely little community, and a great server in terms of like speed and spec. So all of these mods, it runs smoothly. We can handle a few more players, and if you want to come check us out, best thing to do is probably to check out the forums on Laerad.net or join the IRC channel on irc.esper.net. That would be the channel's called Laerad Chat. Hashtag Laerad Chat. That's Laerad. Come join us. And I, for one, will be amazed if somebody watches these videos and comes to Laerad as a result. It would make my day. You'll need to get voice rights, but the topic and the chat room will tell you how to do that. So, come on. Come join us. We're having fun. Check out all the flowers. It's beautiful. And there's another slime. And a duck. Not a chicken. A duck. I'm kind of killing the slime more out of because it's there than necessity. Should really get a scythe to do this. So, there you go. And on that slime killing note, I shall leave you. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Jaguar. There'll be more videos to come, and if you want to come play with us, or even just chat with us, check us out, Laerad.net.